Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy! Welcome back to more Pokemon White version! Last time, we left Nimbasa City and went out to Route 5 where we had a big battle against Cheren and met Alder, the champion of the Unova region, who oversaw a battle in which we pounded some preschoolers into the ground. What a swell guy! Not only that, but we did a little bit of exploring and caught ourselves a new member for our team. Trubbish, a Pokemon that I think is rather underrated and have always personally liked. This time, with the Eviolite in hand, we're gonna see just what makes Trubbish so great to me, and give him his debut battles. And besides, I'm sure some jaded competitive players agree that the Eviolite belongs in the trash. Well, back on Route 5, we want to go into this camper and see if you turn into a Zoroark. No, you are but a humble maid. My master has a big heart to match his big belly. He's a gourmet. So I'm looking for ingredients that'll make his heart jump for joy. Sniff, 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 sniff. Oh, that aroma! It smells so gourmet. Do you have a wonderful ingredient in your bag? Would you consider selling it to me? The gourmet maid, or gourmaid as I like to call her, she will buy any sort of food items from you at an increased price. The big mushroom, for instance, she will give us 5,000 Pokédollars for it. And do you remember that bomb mushroom that we picked up all the way back in Striaton City? This is why I was suggesting that you hang on to it. 25,000 Pokédollars! Excellent secret. Very happy that you guys told me that there was a bomb mushroom back there. Wow. That's pretty damn great. She will buy some other things. She can buy berries from you at increased prices. I think she'll actually buy soda pops and drinks. Let me see. We got a soda pop. Let's try that. Yeah, I bet that glass bottle smells delicious. 300. You're not making any money off of this. It is just the standard purchase price, but if you want to unload some items like this on her that are food, she will give you double what they normally sell for, so you kind of get to sell it for the normal purchase price. Pretty good tip. If we ever find any more really rare food items, we'll be sure to bring them to her. Actually, do we have any tiny mushrooms? We got 2 of them. You want to buy my chicken nugget? That's not quite what I'm looking for. I've heard that there's an ice cream sundae somewhere in the world that's hundreds of dollars that has actual gold sprinkles on it. I've always been very morbidly curious about what that's like. I know that your body won't digest gold, so it's not inherently bad for you either. Hilbert, well, I want to give you your debut battle. Let's fight this clown. I will show you all the moves that my Pokemon have mastered. Hopefully you have a better debut battle than what we've been having lately. I'm aware that I could have caught this a lot sooner, like I said, but with how easy the Nimbasa gym was for us, now I wasn't expecting to have a hard time there. I didn't think that I wanted to add another team member already when I kind of thought that we were going to be sweeping through it and it wouldn't really get a chance to do anything. I could go for the double slap. I don't think poison types can get poisoned. It's one of those... Actually, no, I don't think poison types have ever been capable of being poisoned. It's really weird. Electric types eventually became immune to paralysis, so it kind of always makes me doubt that. Wow, you are not having the easiest of times against this guy. But you take even less damage from him, so maybe I'll... No, I don't want to stay in. This is going to be tedious. Just straight up. Let's switch for rock. We'll let you do some fighting here in a minute. I've actually been kind of wanting to say this. Am I the only one who, for years, thought that it was pronounced Whirlpeed? I didn't see the I in its name for years. It's not that I thought it was a second L, I just didn't notice that there was an I there. I know that there's always those things where you mispronounce them or you've been misreading them for years and it's such a shocking moment of your life being a lie when you find out it's the case. It's kind of like in Mario Kart 8 how I thought it was Electrodome and not Electrodrome, and I remember that when I watched Nintendo World Championships and they pronounced it that way, I was all like, oh, haha, they're mispronouncing their own stage on their official feed, but no, it turns out that I was the one mispronouncing it that entire time, and I felt like I had just lost myself in the process. Wow. This was really not a good first trainer to be trying out a Trubbish with. For better alliteration. Hold up, wait, before we go onward any further, down in this way, there is a little hidden pathway that has a Hyper Potion on it. Not the greatest item in the world, but, well, actually it kind of is the greatest item that we can buy. Maybe, are you a trainer? No. I think so. I'll be able to make some. I think being able to make people smile is a super awesome talent. That's why Pokemon are so awesome, because they can make you smile. Good talent to have. What do you say? Trainer tips. There are different cases for each type of item. Items are placed automatically in the correct case by their type. You're telling us this now. I want to battle this guy. hum fiercely, my battle song, battle fiercely, my Pokemon! I'm stretching a little bit with that rhyme, but what do I know? I'm not exactly musically talented now, am I? Musician Preston. Ow! His mouth is saying. Okay, all right. To be on this team, it's a requirement to be good at showing up blitzels, so let's see how well Hilbert can do that. Well, let's go for the same type attack bonus with Sludge right here. We'll see how well you can take a special attack. We know how well you can take one that you resist. Good, 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 good. You are proving yourself as a tank. Wow, that wasn't that bad, actually. Poison's not exactly the best offensive type, as it's only super effective on grass, and it's resisted by a fair amount of stuff, but when you have the same type of attack bonus behind it, it's not like it doesn't really hit all that hard. I mean, the fact that we're able to two-hit KO these Pokemon being completely unevolved, trying to tank them, and just how little damage that we're taking in the process, even when they're hitting us with pretty good moves, I think you're gonna fit in pretty well. Going for the pursuit. And we're gonna be tossing you another Sludge. That's it. Critical hit, too. Because it matters so much. There's a rhythm to attacking and defending. I think ours got thrown off. I mean, if you're not taking your turn when it comes around to your turn, that's kind of your own damn fault. In battling you, I came to understand. You're the best! Here, this is for you! See? Somebody agrees with me so much that Trubbish is awesome, they gave me an electric guitar. If you want your Pokemon to hold this electric guitar, go to the musical theater. Cooler than cool. This is what I was meaning by not wanting to go over all the musical props. There's many that you can only obtain by just progressing and finding various people in the world like that. Hi, trainer. Let me turn you into a work of art. I hope that's not a death threat. You have a pretty nice sprite. Regular old Jackson Pollock right there. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. This is not a thing that Hilbert is going to be doing. This is good, though. It's a chance to try out our strategy. So, Hilbert being a pure poison type, he's only weak to ground and psychic. I'm counting on him to do our tanking, and we have an immunity to psychic with Terabyte and an immunity to ground with rock. Rock, of course, hits really strongly in battle pretty much no matter what whenever it's used in the right circumstances, and it's really good to switch into when it's got that immunity because of Defeatist not kicking in. But if we switch Terabyte into a situation from Trubbish tanking where it has the initiative, it's gonna get Moxie, it's gonna boost its attack, and it's just gonna be that much more capable of the rest of the fight, to the point where it's almost not even going to matter that we have to switch in. It's great, and this is exactly what I wanted to do with having a pure poison type tank. We go over this way, or we go over this way. He said those exact words. Now to contact him. Sorry, gentlemen, she's taken. She's calling up him. You know how it is. You're friends with her for months. She mentions him. You ask who that is, and the answer is always, my boyfriend. Now, watch this! I reiterate, what are even the trade routes in this world if this many roads are so inconvenient to traverse? I have a TV gig, so I gotta go. The gym leader of the next town may take some getting used to. Do your best, both of you. What I am is a trainer. I prove I'm right by getting stronger and winning in battle, even against the champion. I've always wondered what would happen if they built a drawbridge like this, but they were accidentally like 1 inch off on calculating how long each segment should be, so when they go to snap it together, it either overlaps or it just has a little tiny gap in it or something like that. It can't have been a thing that only happens in fiction. It has to have happened in real life at least sometime. Had to have. This guy's telling us about a new mechanic. Sometimes when we're walking across Driftvale Drawbridge in all of its quietness, we might hear birds overhead. Hear them? Somewhere. Is that it? Yes. Sometimes there'll be shadows. You can encounter Pokemon in this way. One Pokemon in particular. Ducklet. Yup. Just a duck. Let's go basic with this one, in line with what it is. Positives. Starts with Aerial Ace and Bubble Beam. It's decently fast, and its type is pretty good. Negatives. Stats are awful until it evolves, and even when it does, they're pretty mediocre other than speed. Doesn't hit as hard as other stuff, can't take many hits. Neither ability is particularly helpful. Its main gimmick is Rain Dance plus Hurricane, and it'll be a very long time before it gets this. While it does learn good moves, Ice Beam is the only move that isn't normal flying or water type, and it's not accessible to you during the main quest, so it's just going to be using those moves all the time. All in all, it's not bad, but it's about as mediocre as it looks. And wow, what timing. Right back to the enthusiasm, Hilbert is learning Takedown. We want to get rid of Double Slap for that. No questions asked whatsoever, though it is pretty cute imagining him using Double Slap with his little trash arms. Learning Takedown, however, is not the only thing that those shadows on the ground can do for you. You can also fight Ducklet. But beyond that, you can also find items. There's quite a lot of them around, and I want a bike to show you them all. There are 6 wings, 1 for every stat. These will give you 1 effort value in that given stat, and they're pretty easy to obtain. And then there's just the pretty wing, which is a regular old feather that you can sell for 100 Poké Dollars. Pretty lame. That's fairly nice. And if I can be quiet on this bridge a little bit. For just being a bridge, it's pretty eerie, but I want you to listen closely. You can sometimes hear ambient sounds. Sometimes there's birds overhead, of course, sometimes there's planes overhead, of course, and sometimes there's Superman, of course. Okay, well, maybe not that last one, but there are Charizard cries. And that explains everything. There's no old Pokemon, because they're all flying up in the sky. Game theory, Unova takes place after all old known species of Pokemon have died and gone to heaven. Okay, maybe not. I can't, okay. When Driftvale is mentioned, what comes to mind is the cold storage. And Charles. Man, though, gotta be a pretty boring city if it's known for cold storage. Nope, listen to this music! Best town theme yet! Driftvale City's music is amazing! Also, yeah, it's called Charizard Bridge as a nickname, referencing the fact that you can hear Charizards on it. Welcome to Driftvale City! Words that I've never been more happy to read. Also, what even is this statue? Is it like a sailboat? Well, it can't be a sailboat because the sail would be the entire thing. Is it like a really efficient sailboat where you ride on the sail because it's just that long curving around? I don't know. I've always been really confused as to what that is. Nothing on the dowsing machine? Okay, let's go inside. Eventually. So you're the trainers Elisa was talking about, huh? I'm Clay, and I'm the gym leader around these parts. Don't be expecting no welcome now. Cause when we lowered that bridge, the Team Plasma guys we'd caught done escaped and all that damn near ruckus. What a bother. We're grateful that you lowered the bridge, but how is it our fault they escaped? You can say whatever you want, but what's important is y'all showed up and then Team Plasma escaped. Maybe it's a little heavy-handed, but you ought to start looking for Team Plasma too. You're both talented trainers, aren't you? Tell you what, if you find Team Plasma, I'll let you challenge my gym. Life's all about give and take. Well, I suppose that's fair. But really, we would have looked for Team Plasma even if he hadn't asked. I can get stronger while battling that bothersome bunch. Blair, I'll go on ahead. Because of course you will. Always the leader, ever the leader, rather. Clay is hands down one of my favorite portrayals of any gym leader in the anime. He is hilarious, and I was trying to do my best impression of him right there because he's that good. I really like him. Always seems like whenever a gym leader has immunity to Sandstorm, they're always portrayed really well in the anime. I don't know what the pattern is, but there it is. Gonna go ahead and heal up really quick. We got here a bit faster than I expected, but I don't want to get into exploring the town right away, so how about we just see what's in the Pokemon Center, starting with whatever Tweedlebee's got to sell us. He sells net balls, we already know what those do. Nest balls, already know what those do. We can finally buy dusk balls and finally know what those do's. That sounds really funny. I'm gonna pick up a few of these because why would I not? Any sort of cave, any sort of dark area, or just anywhere at nighttime, really good. Especially with the encounter rates not being different between day and night in Unova. This is probably the best and most useful the dusk balls have ever been because you can use them on virtually everything unless they're like in a building or something. Have all these mails, of course, but without anyone to really trade with because I'm lonely and have no life, we're probably not going to be doing a whole lot of that. Anyway, we made it through Route 5. We saw all that place had to offer. We made it across the Driftvale drawbridge, and we made it to Driftvale City. I think next time on Pokemon Black and White, we're going to be exploring the immediate area of Driftvale City, seeing all it has to offer. But before then, I'm going to leave you to listen to this awesome music. See you guys then. Shoot! There is a girl that gives you repeat balls in the Pokemon Center. They make it easier to catch a Pokemon you have already caught before. Me, with how unlucky I've been with abilities, that would be very good for me. You get 3 of them from her. Very worth doing, and it's right here. Now for real, listen to the music.